guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maria. If you're new, welcome, and all of the trigger warnings if you're returning. Hey guys, what's up? So today I got a feeling in my little meditation beforehand of it almost felt like there's something that you feel you need to prove to yourself, but I don't know if you know this or if you're even aware of it. But it's what God's guiding you to. And if, again, I said trigger warnings, and it's sad to me that we live in a world where a simple word can cause a complete meltdown and disassociation and complete break in communication and in connection, because it's very, very sad, because what we all want most is connection. And the only way we do that is through communication. So I hope that we can all get back to a point of communicating from a peaceful state of being, from a peaceful state of mind. And now that we've gone to church, let's get back to this reading. So like I said, if I trigger you by saying that, then this definitely isn't your channel. It feels uncomfortable within my soul, within my gut, for me to not say God. Okay, for you, you might feel comfortable saying spirit, source, the other side, the void. You might call God by a different name, right? But how I was raised from itty bitty little baby, before that, even in my mother's, uterus, when I was being, perfectly composed, if you will, I was working away, building myself and inside of her. Even then, because babies can hear, right? And they can feel most of all. And my mother, personally, was very much aligned with the Christ consciousness, and that is what I was taught, and that is what I believe. And I have read many different things and explored many different things throughout my life thus far, but that is the one that I align with. If you do not, that is okay. You will not be judged here, and if anyone does, and anyone's rude to anybody, I will be the one to step in. Okay? That said, I don't know if you're aware, it feels like there's something that God wants you to prove to yourself. God wants you to prove this to you. And it feels like it's something that brings you some sort of pleasure, joy, happiness, power. It deals with the sacral chakra, okay? And it's a connecting of the energies of the heart and the sacral at this time. If you don't know what that means, please, for your own journey, research what those mean, what they represent. And if you know about it, don't assume you know it all. Brush up on what you know. Research it some more anyways. Ask specifically, how do these two sync together, right? Through expression, which can, we have many different ways of expressing. Before we had the spoken word, we had written, which was symbolism, whatever, were pictograms, basically. Everything starts from nothing, okay? Just remember that. So everything here is welcome, and everything here is safe. This is, I know some people that seem super nice are actually bullies. I know that. I'm very well aware of that, collective. You are in the right place if that's how you feel. Okay? I feel that you can see through people or sense their intentions. Now, what you do with that power will also greatly determine how things go for you. Because at the end of the day, it's all about the choices we make. And there's something here about needing to tie together the heart and the sacral, okay? And what is the sacral? It's intuition, that gut feeling, right? That's where you need to begin. Begin with the gut. Follow your gut. Well, let me see if I can give some examples on following your gut. Oh, by the way, my readings are always, I don't like to look too far out. So I like to do usually like the next 7 to 10 days or like the next month. Usually I don't like to go any further out than that, because we should all be left feeling free and open to change at any time. And you can't do that if you're constantly looking 10, 20, 30 years down the road, you know? Yeah, every now and then it's cool. That's what we call daydreaming. And life planning for some other people, but you don't want to just do that all the time. So 7 to 10 days, okay? So, un reto, a goal. Yes, thank you, goal. Good word. This is your goal, okay? Your challenge, should you choose to accept it. Oh, no. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to follow your intuition, no matter how strange, no matter how uncomfortable it may seem, for the next 7 to 10 days. Your heart will guide you the right way, but you need to listen to what your gut is telling you. Because the two combined, by your powers combined, okay, that's where the magic happens. Are there any more from the Doors cards for the collective? Thank you. Did that flip? No, I'll only take it if it flipped. Final. Time here turns to release and unfurl. Old cords of pain fade as the sun's light burns. Your food is going to greatly affect the strength of your intuition at this time, okay? Because getting the yellow of the sun is really pulling me in at this time, and then it's tying with the green and the orange. So let's tap in here and see then what we get, shall we? For some of you, that's going to be not being rushed. You're tired of being rushed. You're tired of being pushed around. You're tired of, it feels like your schedule is everybody else's schedule. But not because it's the schedule you want, just because it's the schedule that I feel like you've been putting up with. So I'm just going to say it how I feel it, okay? You need to change that. And it is possible, okay? There's something somewhere you'll be able to shift around that will make the schedule run more pleasurably for you and everyone else involved, okay? It feels like you're going to be in a more serene, more peaceful type of energy. Like if you really feel like having a burger or having a salad, or you know what, I just want a big ass fruit salad right now. I just want fruit. I just want a big old bowl of mango, or a big old bowl of watermelon, or I just want to eat this big old bowl of sunflowers. There's a reason for that. Allow yourself to indulge wherever your senses and your vessel and your soul and your heart all combined want to indulge in. You know good and well that you could start eating that big old bowl of whatever, and 2 bites in, you're like, you know what? I don't really want this. And that's okay. For those of you who grew up in lack, let me tell you, this is confirmation for you that it is okay to throw away a whole thing of something that you don't like if there's no one else for you to be able to give it to around you. Because I know some of us are like, well, do you like this? Do you like this? Do you like this? Do you want to try it? Okay, well, if nobody liked it, throw it away. That's okay as well. Okay? Some people may call that wasteful or whatever, but if there's no one there to eat, I promise you, the trash bandits and the air bandits will all handle that, okay? And even the dirt bandits, okay? There's all sorts of nature that needs to be fed that is being completely decimated at this point by the way that we are being as humans. Yeah, it's a conversation for another day, though. Oh, observation. Do you see what I did there? I paused, I observed, I realized this is not a conversation for now, because right now the focus is to get you to really really focus your intentions on listening to your intuition. So that means what? That means your schedule for the next 7 to 10 days should be fully based around your intuition. How can you do that? Well, what did your gut tell you to do? I can give you ideas, but at the end of the day, it's whatever feels right to you. If you feel like I want to start my mornings with a whatever, insert verb, it's what you do, right? Insert whatever that is right there when you wake up. Oh, okay. Those weren't flying, so I'm taking that as a sign. We have butterfly metamorphosis. Pay attention to the areas in your life or your personality that are in need of profound change or transformation. You're about to enter a phase of expansion and growth, which will be highly beneficial for your future. Okay, so this could be like needing to be less stubborn at this time, needing to be less, more level-headed, less, for some of you, I'm going to say it because I'm getting it, egocentric. And as I move these off, we have Jaguar, growth. Maturity is the ability to embrace change, and change cannot happen without death. This death does not necessarily mean physical death. Remember how I specified on personality? Areas in your life or areas in your personality that are in need of profound change or transformation. So maybe you're too mean, or maybe you're too nice, or maybe you're too apathetic and you need to start getting, look, the little trash bandit showed his face. Isn't that freaking adorable? Look at the little trash bandit. So we're going to pull that one out. Oh my goodness. And whale communication. Okay. That's enough. I didn't even shuffle these. You know what? Let's give it a shuffle and we'll see what comes out then. But it's just, yes. Thank you. So for a lot of you, this is going to be learning to communicate from the heart. Okay? Like honestly communicating from the heart. If someone hurts your feelings, you're saying it no matter what. If someone irritates you, you're saying it no matter what. If someone does something that does not sit well with you in your gut, this is expressing it from a place of power and peace combined. These three combined, the colors orange, green, and yellow. Is that a flag? Is that Ireland? No, I thought it was red. There's one that's orange, green, and yellow. It's not yellow, no, because theirs has white, right? And red. Or something like that. I don't know. I used to know a lot of different flags and now I can't remember them. But I feel like there's a flag. So maybe if that resonates for you, then you'll probably know what country that is. But there's something about that because I'm seeing a flag with those three colors. Oh, I'm getting this panther looks, or jaguar looks almost like it's like crouching back, right? The tail is curled around. It's not like straight out, which is well, that tends to be, I don't know. But there's something about like don't shy away from yeah, you know what? This energy, this is not the first time I've tried to record for you guys, okay? It's been a while since I've posted a video because the energy was so shifty and so turbulent and fast and like almost like overwhelming that it was really hard to get a focus on it to put a video out. And it's finally calmed down a bit. And I feel it's because you're finally accepting whatever you got to let go, you just got to let go. If that's you, even if you think you're so right, even if you think that, I'll use myself as an example, even if you think that everybody in the house, no matter how much they work or how little they work, should help out with chores around the house. Right? Because it's all something we would all have to do if we live by ourselves. So just because we don't live by ourselves doesn't mean we don't help, right? If we live with other people, then that just means we have help doing the things we would already have to do with nobody else around. So why would you try to throw all that on somebody else? Is that why you want someone to live with? Is that why you want someone to walk through life with? So that you can have a servant? I don't think so. And if that's you, be prepared to lose whoever that person is, because I'm feeling that energy very strong. It's an I don't give up, walk away, literally. So if this happens to you, I'm sorry, but it definitely feels, this person's energy feels they are full of resolve. They are certain of not wanting to go another round with you in whatever it is. Okay. Okay. Open-minded, Zebra. There is more than one way of looking at things. You must be ready to accept alternative viewpoints and new ideas. You must open your eyes to new ideas and new ways of resolving problems. So again, I'm really getting the change of like somebody here, you think you don't need to ever change anything about you. Let me tell you, from one of the most stubborn people on the planet, you're always going to have something you need to change about you. Always. Because you're always going to be learning new things, which means your perspective is always going to be shifting. It's always going to be fluid, which means your hopes and your dreams are going to shift and be fluid as well, which means you need to be willing and able to sit in an energy of being just shifting and fluid in everything that happens, the good, the bad, the ugly, the in between. This is like not being reactive. It feels like you might see it as not caring at first, but you'll come to the realization that it's not that you don't care. It's just you're not showing how deeply you feel the things that you feel and how deeply they affect you. You're taming them. You are the strength card. I'm seeing the strength card. So you are the strength card, though there are those who believe you're just BSing basically, right? That maybe you're all talk for whatever reason. And you're like, you can unleash this lion. Like this lion loves you. I'm seeing the character on the strength card and then the lion on the strength card, and they're just like frolicking through the forest or wherever, right? Like they're best buddies, and they're just going about like everything's fine and dandy, everything's cool, we're just having a good time. But the moment anyone comes near, they're both like at the ready, like they have each other's backs, front, side, whatever, like, and that is you. The lion and the strength card is you. It's your strengths. And some people might say that your strengths are really your weaknesses, or that you turn your weaknesses into strengths. Listen, whatever you believe about strength, however you view it, learn to navigate it and then become fluid with it. Allow it to shift and change. Allow yourself to dare to imagine something different happening that's out of your control and you actually being okay with it. I promise you it can happen. From somebody who's had it happen many, many times, though I thought it would not. Yeah, Page of Cups. Be open to experiencing new perspectives of emotions that you considered yourself a master of. And this lesson could come from someone younger than you. For some of you, I'm getting much younger than you. Keep an open mind. I was drawn to the zebra card. It's open-mindedness, right? There's more than one way of learning things. Exactly. And I just said, allow yourself to be open to learning from new perspectives of emotions that you thought you've already mastered. You could experience anger in a whole new way. Like maybe you don't like getting angry because then you feel out of control, right? Or maybe you don't like getting angry because whatever. This is you seeing it from a different perspective. Like it does not overtake you. It does not overwhelm you. I'm not surprised to see a Hangman and Tower card, like, right here. Clarify this, please. All endings are painful in some way, shape, or form. Even if we have gotten to a point where we don't shed a tear, where we don't lose our temper, where we whatever, right? There's still, those feelings are still there. They're just tempered. Do you understand? They are the lion. So it's tame until released by the lion tamer, which is the person on the strength card. And on the strength card specifically, it's a woman in a robe, I think, or a nightgown. It hasn't come out yet. But yeah, it's a perfect balance, right? It's a perfect balance. It's not taking on too much, because this is a gymnast on here, or a dancer. Could be even a dancer because of the slippers she's wearing. And she's perfectly able to flow like water or like a raging sea while still carrying these 2 pentacles, because her feet now become the driving force behind her, and the rest of the body just flows with it while she's juggling the 2 pentacles. Okay, that is you with the strength card. All of these things, these hopes, these dreams, these fears, these judgments, all of that is tame right now. It is tame. Because you have been soft in your reception of what you're feeling. It's allowing you to fall deeper into your system, if you will, and really start figuring out and identifying what is going on here. Okay, in the solar plexus, where it's the energy distribution center of the body, right? When you're speaking spiritually, it's like a flower rotating, and it's sending off the energy that you receive from the ethers to wherever they need to be to power the vessel and fortify the vessel and clear the vessel. Okay, so you're learning to identify things, and I feel that you're going to see some things that you may have been taught certain things were bad, but you are now embracing these things as good, because you see that what you were taught came from a place of complete fear or denial or doubt. You see some sort of ego-driven teaching, and you're allowing these things to go. And you could be arguing a lot with people at this time, like having conversations with people, and out of nowhere they just start yelling, or they get very aggressive towards you in the conversation. I'm sorry if that's happening to you. That's more a reflection of them than it is of you, because I am sitting in your energy right now, and your energy feels very oppressed. I'm going to be very honest with you. It feels very oppressed. It feels like you've been afraid to be you. You've been afraid to live. You've been afraid to speak your truth. You've been afraid to speak your truth behind closed doors with the people you're closest to. It's like you literally can't even be yourself with who you're closest with, and you're done with that. That is something that I feel like you're starting to argue more, and it's something that you're willingly letting these things go. You're allowing yourself to sit through the cycles and have the arguments happen over and over wherever they need to happen, or the disagreements, or the feeling of that uneasiness. Like, it sometimes, you do something and you don't pay attention to it. Like you try a new food and you don't really pay attention to your food because to your body because it tasted so good that you do not connect in with how it made the rest of the system feel. And now you're connecting in with all of that. And so you could be letting go. This could literally be also letting go of foods that used to be your favorites that you used to think were good. You're now seeing them as bad. Or foods that you saw as bad, you're now seeing as good. This could be like learning to like vegetables, right? Or learning to like home cooked meals versus eating out, or fully organic versus genetically modified over processed Franken fruit and Franken vegetables, because that's really what they are. It's not even real food. It should be called that. Organic should be called just fruit, and then the other should be genetically modified, chemically altered stuff. If we're really being honest. And again, that's the thing that's really honest, coming from that heart center, knowing, listen, this is the truth. I know you don't like this. I know this isn't what you want to hear right now, but this is just the truth. And the truth is always going to be the truth, no matter how you change it around, no matter how you try to skirt around it. The truth is always going to be there, and it's always going to be the truth. So just become the truth. Whatever your truth is, just become that and let everything else fall away. Let everything else stress you out if it needs to stress you out, so that you can see, okay, well, I don't want this anymore. And if this keeps happening, how can I have this stop? Is it something I can do? Or is it something that's completely out of my hands, and the only way is to completely cut this connection off, right? Cut this food out. Cut this exercise out because it's straining my lower back or my knee or whatever, you know? It feels like you're learning through disagreements at this time. You're learning through disagreements that you're having within yourself, and therefore you're learning from disagreements you're having with others around you, because as within, so without, right? And it's because there's something. I just ask, whenever things go wrong and you're like, what the heck, man? Just ask yourself, what is this trying to teach me? Just ask that. What is this trying to teach me? It could be trying to teach you that you're being too nice and you need to be more confident and stand up for yourself. Oh, that's my youngest calling me, but if it's an emergency, he should be calling from the office phone, not his cell phone. Trying to teach that one not to use his phone in school. Oh my goodness, he called again. It's going to keep turning my mic off. Anyways, let's try to wrap this up, because my youngest is extremely persistent. He will call me 50 times until I answer. He's probably calling his brother right now. Why is she not answering? I don't know. I'm not at home. Oh, okay. And then he'll call me again. One second, guys. He had a question. And he's on a field trip today. Okay, yeah. He wanted to know if he could, his friend doesn't have money with him on this little field trip thing. They just walked to this cool place downtown with a lot of food in it. And he wants to buy his friend lunch. So I said, yeah, go ahead. Queen of Pentacles. Do you see how she has the crown? She's in a position of earthly power. That's what the Queen of Pentacles means. It's a feminine energy of earthly power, of the realm of the material. Which means whatever you're doing at this time, you're doing so from a place of that sacred feminine energy, which is a gentler, more relaxed kind of approach, right? It's not that it's not the there's nothing wrong with masculine and feminine. It's just different. And I'm not quite sure how to express that without people getting offended. There's nothing offensive about saying, oh, he's showing his feminine side. That's not a bad thing. When a man shows his feminine side, girl, he's putting rose petals on a bed for you and making a trail from the door all the way upstairs into the room, right? He's running a bath for you and lighting candles in there. And there's gentle music and a whole fucking meal prepped because you used to be stay home, but now you're working, but now he's only working part-time so that you can both have time with the kids, right? And so he loves it because he's getting to experience life at home, which is empowering him, Kingpin, King of Pentacles, right? And you get to be in yours. So maybe you need to be open to receive, to being taken care of at this time. Or maybe that's what you need to demand, because for some of you, I feel like you haven't been saying what you need. You've been too quiet because you feel that it's like, I'm getting submissive and subservient. Don't be that. That's it's good in very specific situations, but as a whole, as a broader general use, it's just being a pawn for anyone who wants to play. Because you're always going to be the one willing to try to compromise, and you're always going to be the one who's going to take on too much to make everybody else feel better, because you know you can do it, you know you can tough it out. Okay, but it's overwhelming your system to keep doing that. You need to drop the weight, release the burdens, ask for help, ask for grace, ask and ye shall receive. God wants you to know that you can do all of this. You can fall back into a softer, more gentle energy and not be, whatever you were before, right? Whatever needs to change, it's profound, which means it's from within. You have so much about growth here. And even the Hanged Man, that's a period of growth, because you're literally hanging upside down to see the entire world from a new point of view, physically from a new point of view. Okay? What is it? What is this? What is the raccoon bandit? What's the raccoon, the trash bandit? Why is a trash bandit here? Thank you. Hermit. Have you been hoarding you? Have you been hoarding yourself? You are a gift to the world. Yeah, you are a gift to the world. You might not think it. You might not feel it. You might not agree with it. I'm telling you, you're a gift to the world. And you deserve to be. Okay? I'm getting this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. If you're an orchid, baby, be an orchid. If you're a rose, be a rose. If you're a dandelion, be that beautiful, amazing, healthy dandelion. If you're seaweed, be seaweed. Whatever you choose to be, that is you, right? And I feel that if we all more closely identify these things within ourselves, we will all find where on this plane we choose to belong and with whom, right, we choose to be there. Okay, why we feel these ways, yes. And the how is just magic. It's just going to happen. Okay? You've been, oh my goodness, with the it's right below the tower with the Hermit. You've been going through these battles. No one has a clue. You've been keeping this all to yourself. You have a choice in whether or not you argue with someone when they argue with you. You have a choice when a disagreement comes up. You have a choice when conflict arises to either choose to engage or disengage. There it is. There it freaking is, baby. Yeah. All right. Yeah, like, see, are they screaming and roaring or are they cheering? For all you know, they could be at a rave. Look at the lights back there, right? They could just be like, yeah! Maybe they're at a rock concert. Who knows? It's all about perspective. And again, it's like, maybe you, I don't know, you could be a little sad. A sad boy or a sad girl, right? Like, you're someone who I feel you're usually sad because you don't fully express how you're actually really feeling. You're not really honest about it. You don't feel like you really can. You feel like every time you do, things get out of whack and out of balance and stuff. But the truth of the matter is that you have to stay in that discomfort and hold tight to it and let whatever happens happen within you, so that that turbulence, that chaos can then bring forth order. And the way that happens is by you finally processing what you need to process and then making that decision and solidifying it in this realm by making whatever choice you're going to make whenever conflict arises. What are you going to do? Are you going to argue and show them who's boss, or are you going to make the choice to just acknowledge your power and continue about what you're doing? She's doing just daily stuff around her castle. I mean, she's making potions or cooking and cleaning, and she's got a little baby there, so it could be hers, or she could be visiting somebody with babies just because she wants to be around babies. But she's just doing what she wants to do, right? And standing in that power, acknowledging that strength, which will probably you might be leaving people guessing, right? Because, they don't want you, they know that if you heal what you need to heal, you are going to experience the love that you desire and deserve. Right? But first you got to get all those energies balanced within you. You can feel when something is not right. This is nothing new. If this reading is for you, you can feel when something's not right. That's nothing new to you. You know this to be true. You know this to be proven to be a fact in your life already as you have lived it. Okay? I'm getting pain is the greatest teacher. Yeah. So just be open to the fact that you might have to stop being a bully, okay, to get where you want to be. And again, I'm just going to say that. I'm got to say what I'm getting, okay? Because I do feel that somebody here, you think you don't need to learn. You don't think you need to change. You think you're perfect the way you are. And yeah, you're right. You are perfect. But I guarantee you there's still something God's trying to show you. And you're not listening. The cards are telling me you're not listening. My gut's telling me you're not listening. And you know that you're not listening. And whether you like that or not, well, baby, that's a you problem. Because the whole point of this reading here is next 7 to 10 days, you need to focus on trusting your gut, your intuition. And how do you do that? You don't stress about what that could mean. Don't focus on it. Don't sit there and plot it out like, yeah, well, I bet that it's going to be like this and this and this because I know that. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just say, you know what? I'm going to humble myself here and I'm just going to say the truth. And what's the truth? None of us know a damn thing. None of us know shit, y'all. That's the truth. None of us know anything. I know enough to know that I don't know a damn thing. Okay? A broke clock's right twice a day, right? Okay. If you keep running a race long enough, eventually you'll win one of them, yeah? Okay, that kind of deal, right? So acknowledge you know nothing. Or maybe just consider for a moment that maybe there's a greater force at work in this world that knows way more than you could ever imagine. And it's actually trying to help you. Imagine that. Now be open to that and ask to receive guidance from that. Simple or complex. Words of pain or words that heal. You come to know the truth by the way that it feels. If you once gave your power away to someone willingly because you saw it made them happy and it gave you something you wanted and it made life enjoyable for you, that's great. But that can't last forever because it didn't come from a place of truth. And if it doesn't come from a place of truth, what's that mean? That means it's not going to last. It's not built on a solid foundation. That's why there's a tower card in the deck, right? Because if the foundation's not solid, it's going to come crumbling down. And even if it is, guess what? It can still get struck by lightning or blown over by wind, right? Because there are always outside forces at work as well. And I'm getting it is what it is. So don't assume you know everything. Don't, if someone comes to you and you think they're wrong, just because you think they're wrong, just hear them out anyways. Hear what they have to, well, why do you think that it is that what is it that you want to say to me? What is it that you want me to hear right now? What are you trying to tell me? You, in as simple words as you can, most honestly, just tell me what you need to say. Okay? Take that approach with people. Be open to hearing what you need to hear, because listen, again, it says right here, words of pain or words that heal, okay? So you could hear something that hurts your feelings, but at the end of the day, it's still happening just so that it can help you, so that you can heal, right? Because it's the only reason it's going to hurt you is because there's an actual wound there, a wound you've been ignoring, a wound you keep just, and you don't look, and your body's giving you signs to look, right? And when you finally look, oh, it's not just an itch. Look, I'm bleeding. There's an actual wound. It needs to be cleansed. It needs to be protected, and it needs to be protected from further contamination, if you will. Now imagine doing that emotionally and spiritually with yourself. Everything has a process. When you hear something negative from someone, don't just jump off and be like, well, how dare you? How could you say that about me? Oh, that hurts my feelings so bad. No, that's you allowing the emotion to take over. That's you just running with it. Okay? You want to allow yourself to feel it and allow yourself to express it, but make sure that you're doing so from a place of, do no harm. Like, do no harm, but take no shit, right? So speak your truth, speak it calmly, speak it clearly, pause when needed, take breaths as necessary. And when you do that, when you do take that breath, make sure that it is an intentional breath where you are asking God to please release the overwhelm or the anger or the hurt or whatever it is, so that you can focus clearly on what you really need to say. Ask and you shall receive. All right, this has gone on long enough. If you like this reading, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, that's fine. Why are you still watching? I don't know what you want me to say. Anyways, if you're new here and you like the way I read, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you can see when I upload new videos. And to everybody else who stayed all the way to the end of this fairly long video, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. And I hope that this helps someone. Change is on the way, but there's something that God wants you to prove to yourself first. And you might not even be aware of this. This might be something that just randomly comes up, and it's going to have to be like, okay, let's just do this. Okay. Let's see, what we had a lot of pentacles and wands. So earth and fire energy. And then we did have a bunch of major arcana. So honestly, any sign, but it was heavy on the earth and fire, which is funny because earth energy to me is experienced more through the heart chakra, and that fire energy is experienced more through the root and the sacral chakra. Yeah, so it's kind of cool. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.